I remember one time on Rangoon where people are fighting in the sand dunes. Vishal sir wanted a close-up of somebody stabbing one of the bodies. And that was like a last-minute thing. How can we do this? How can we do this? We took a uniform, we stuffed it with sand and whatever we could find and made a body shape. And then we had a fake head already in our kit. We'd made these bottles with blood and everything, so the actor could stab inside the bottle and all the blood would go psh, like this. It was really hard for him to aim, because to go from like here and into a water bottle, it was really hard. He missed quite a lot of the time. That was fun, and we got one really good shot. I'm Clover Wootton, and I'm a makeup and prosthetics artist working here in Bombay. I get asked to do a lot of aging sequences, a little bit of broken capillaries, dried lips, a little bit of an under-eye bag, just enhancing the veins which are already there on her face. One eyebrow is a little heavier than the other, because that's what naturally happens with your face as it ages. Your eyelids droop, they don't droop in the exact same way, so breaking that symmetry up can help make somebody look a lot older. What you use for your beauty makeups, the foundations, shadows, everything, are so much different to the glues, the silicons, everything like that that you would use for prosthetics. Not very many people do both prosthetics and makeup. It's really tough, like you have to be strong, and my hands get cut and I'm filthy. When I'm in the studio, I'm filthy. It's not enough anymore to just do the minimum. The audience is demanding better quality of work. So I think directors are really starting to take note of the impact that makeup can have. You know, the kind of content is really changing in Bollywood. Quite often, especially when you're doing wounds or cuts or anything, the director wants impact and there'll be like a big slash on the face, but nothing else has happened. There's no sweat, there's no scratches, there's no nothing. So you really have to think about, okay, what has my character gone through? What else is going to be there on the face? You can make people look older, you can make people look injured, bruised, make them into creatures, monsters, vampires. So for Pari, we had a requirement for a prosthetic baby that did not have a belly button. Prosthetics is an additive thing, you're always adding things on. You know your materials well, then you can kind of create anything. This is a still of Anushka from Pari. She herself is like, I think this is the prettiest I've looked in any movie. We just stripped her right down and added under eyes, added eyebrows, added freckles, and poor girl was covered in blood. Sticky, sticky blood, and this heavy wig that went down to her waist. And it's wet, and it's covered in blood, and it's sticking in your arms and everything. It's horrible, and she'd sit like that for 12 hours every day. Having a background in fine arts, the anatomy and portraiture, and seeing the colours in people's flesh, concentrating on how they change in different lights was hugely helpful for me. I'm so fascinated by bodies, actually, really. I think that's a big part of my, my job. Bits of fibre in different colours. You can see these small bits of fibre. If I was gonna do a full face prosthetic on you, I would start off by taking a cast of your face. This is Anushka's face, actually. And then you have a plaster bandage shell put on the outside. It's a really claustrophobic procedure. That's what comes out of this. We have to build up mold all around it. Something that looks a little bit like this. And then you would sculpt every texture that you see on a skin. And then you've got a two-piece mold. You put the silicone inside, you pop it open, and you have your piece inside. There's always going to be last-minute things on set which the director didn't know that he wanted. This was on the set of Rangoon. There's an attack happening. Vishal sir wanted lots of clothes ripped off and wounds being made from bombs and shrapnel and that kind of thing. So I didn't have enough of my silicone cream. So I was like, what will work, what will work? And this is where you have to be really resourceful on a film set. So I got loads of really strong hair wax, and we just sculpted these huge wounds and then filled them with blood and sand and that kind of things. Some of the main challenges coming to India and people not having much of an understanding of prosthetics in this industry is that they expect everything done last minute to the best degree. It's a really skilled process, it's expensive, and I think just not having any clue to that means that people don't come with the right preparation to get the best out of what I can give them.
There she's fighting scene and I put bruises there. I put a cut. I took his tooth out, put out tooth and blood. Look, you saw that? I cut this girl's hair short. For me, prosthetics is the most creative I can be. So even if it's a cut, I can make that cut like as creative as my brain can think. It is definitely what I love doing because I love making people look ugly. I'm Yasmin Rodgers. I'm a makeup artist as well as I specialize in prosthetics, and I have a very famous hairstylist brother called Sylvie who has given me my basics. I said I'm going to make a difference to Bollywood. I did my training in London in 2000, but when I came back, there was still nothing happening. Luckily for me, I got hired for this foreign film. London is Burning. One part was shot in India, and in it, there's a blast. So they wanted to show hand parts and body parts strewn around. So this is where I made these hands. See, it's silicone. It replicates skin, and it's as stretchable also. With this and the colors that we have, we actually can get any skin tone. I made this pregnant belly. So when customs was opening out all my suitcases, they saw this pregnant belly. They started in Arabic, and I was wondering, what are they saying? So when I said shooting, they got more scared. They're looking at me, shooting? What shooting what? They won't understand this. They don't know about this. Then we had to show them movies and show them that I'm a makeup artist and this is what I do, and then they let us go. This is Anna's favorite and Mama's favorite too. This was one we were doing for an aging for Rishi Kapoor in a movie called Sanam Re. So we had to make him 65, 75 and then 85. I was planning to in the beginning put prosthetic pieces because as he got 80, we needed to make him get bulgy ear. We had to make a ball cap for him. So this is actually Rishi Kapoor's head. This is actually his cheeks. We needed to have much more wrinkles on his forehead, which he still doesn't have. He was being very patient with me. If you zoom into it, you can see the ball cap with the wig. These things take at least over a week to make. You're sleeping, eating, sitting, doing everything with that only. I'm going to make a bruise. So I'm using the same one, which was used on a very big hero, Ali Faisal. And he's had a bad accident. He's just hit his head on the windshield. Once we do the actor up, we never put blood till the shot is ready. We have to learn these things, that when did it happen, how did he get hurt. Since it just happened, so the skin is going to be still red, and then it starts getting blue. My dream project is to be able to work with Shah Rukh. Seriously, I keep hoping I'll get to do prosthetics on him one day. Even for fan, when I thought I would get a chance, but they brought a foreign makeup artist in. So I said, okay, I must get an accent now. They'll think I'm a foreigner. I've started training and teaching because I feel really it's needed here. Bollywood is trying. There's a lot of issues about, production value and things like that. That takes time. We are getting there, at least slowly, but we are.